for the conversation. I can cut it out. You're excited. Yeah, hold on. Oh my goodness.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Amara.
Hi. Oh, my name is Lauren.
I'm Cameron.
I'm Jade.
I'm Felicia. Okay, I'm just going to start this interview.
I forgot your name, though.
I'm Sarah Baker.
Hi, Sarah. So can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I'll be a senior at Clayton High School. I am president of Best Buddies at Clayton. We started it 2 years ago, and last year was our first year with one-on-one friendship matches, which was really fun. And I love doing Best Buddies, and I'm excited to be interviewed.
Can you explain a little more about what Best Buddies is?
Yeah, so Best Buddies is a program that's all across the country, and it's mostly in high school and colleges, but there are also some in middle school and I think some elementary schools too. And the main goal of Best Buddies is to create friendships between students with and without disabilities at school, and we hang out both outside of school and inside of school, and just to create a more warm and inclusive environment of everyone.
What made you want to be a part of Best Buddies?
I started doing this program, Challenger Baseball, when I was younger. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but it's...
Can you further explain that?
Yeah, sure. So it's basically kids with disabilities, they come and have baseball teams, and then you can, if you don't have a disability, you can come and be a buddy, and the kids need varying levels of support, so some need help like actually swinging the bat, but some, you just play catch with them, you have fun with them. It's just a really fun time, and that's every week during, probably during the school year, probably during the summer. I wasn't really able to do it this past year, but I've done it a lot in years past, and I just see at school that sometimes kids with disabilities are not treated how they should be. Kids will make fun of them, or they'll talk down to them, be bossy to them, and I just don't think that's right, because everyone should feel included and feel like it's a safe space for them at school, and I just felt like Best Buddies was something that Clayton needed.
Can you give an incident of where you felt like people were talking down on them, or also give an incident where you feel like uplifted by Best Buddies?
Sure. So freshman year, I was in physics class with a couple of people who have disabilities, and just one of them, I remember that there was this boy who, he would sometimes be nice to, there was this boy, and he had a disability, and then there was this other boy, and he would sometimes be nice to him, but sometimes he'd be really bossy to him, and I could tell that he was not treating him with respect, and I felt like it could sometimes come off as confusing when he was being a friend and when he was clearly not treating him with the respect that he deserved. And so I tried to stick up for him and everything, but I just think that we need more people at school to be looking out for people and to see when someone's not being treated right. Oh, and then an incident at Best Buddies.
Yeah.
So a time that I can think of when we just had a lot of fun was we had this dance party, and there was limbo and karaoke and games, and I'm not sure, were you there for that?
I was not there, but I did get a lot of pictures from you.
Yeah, so it was really fun, and I just remember I'm a horrible singer, but I was singing karaoke with everyone, and we were eating snacks and just having a really great time, and that's just how I feel at Best Buddies. I just feel hopeful, and I love seeing everyone smiling and having a good time.
So, would you say that bullying the disabled comes from ignorance, or do you think people just do it just to get a laugh out of it, or maybe a little bit of both?
I'd say probably both. I think maybe people do it to feel better about themselves, or maybe they feel annoyed by things and they think it's fine to just make fun of people. But I think if people are getting away with it and they're not getting in any trouble, then maybe they don't realize that it's wrong, or they don't realize that they need to stop. So.
Since doing Best Buddies, would you say you've noticed a significant change in some of the attitudes of the kids who are involved?
Well, I definitely think we're a small but mighty group at Clayton. We're definitely trying to grow, but so I hope to reach more students at the school in coming years and grow the chapter. And I think that the kids who are involved are already pretty good people. I mean, they are already, I think, kind and wanting to create a welcoming environment. But we're definitely trying to change the atmosphere at Clayton. But also, I just think giving people who don't always have places to be after school or people to hang out with, giving them, movie buddies and things to do after school. I think that can make a difference. I remember my buddy, his name's Yaniv. So at Best Buddies, a lot of people have one-on-one matches, which means that you're friends with everyone in the group, but you have like a specific person who you hang out with outside of school. And my buddy, he's a couple years younger, and we don't have that many of the same interests, but we just have so much fun together. We love to go to the movies, and we like to eat mod pizza, and go to the mall, and it's just a really great time. But he had this Halloween party, and he invited some other kids over from his class. And I just remember this one kid, he said, this is the best Halloween ever. So it was this Halloween party, and we were watching a scary movie, and we were eating pizza that his mom made, and it was just such a fun time. And I was like, I'm not sure that he's ever had a fun thing to do at Halloween before, and he just looked really happy, and it just made me feel good. So.
Do you feel like the teachers' attitudes at Clayton has changed since Best Buddy has become more predominant in our club groups?
I'm not sure if the teachers' attitudes themselves have changed. We haven't really done that much with reaching out to teachers or about classes, but I do know that the teachers who teach the special needs classes, they're just amazing. They're so fun and they're so dedicated, and they don't have to take all this time to help plan the activities and help stay after school and everything, but they're really amazing at leading the groups. But I think that's something that we could definitely, a goal is to reach out to other classes and to the school environment in general.
Okay, so I'm gonna just ask a quick question. What is the range in disabilities in the Clayton school? So is it speaking, anger management? What are they?
Well, I'm not exactly sure about all of the students.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that we have a lot of students with disabilities, and it's a pretty small group who are part of Best Buddies. There are definitely other students with varying levels of disabilities who are not part of the program, but who still take classes, special needs classes, or who don't and just have, and what's the word,
Apara?
Who have an apara, or who have
IEP.
IEP. But at Best Buddies, we have people who can't talk or can't move without assistance, and then we have people who can fully function and talk and maybe just need some support. So.
How would you describe how inclusive your school is with integrating disabled kids, with education?
Well, I think it really depends on the class. I think some classes you would see a lot of students, or a couple students with disabilities, but it'd be more the base level classes or the elective PE or art or whatever. But
do they also have their own classes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they have their own classes, and I'll pop in there sometimes during lunch or whatever and say hi. And I'm not sure exactly. I know they learn about science and math and different stuff and skills in general, just life skills. But it'd be nice to have our classes be more integrated, so it wouldn't just be I have to pop in and say hi. But I'm not sure how the school system really works with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Nice. Okay. Hold on. So it seems like your school really does a lot to try and integrate the non-disabled and disabled students. But what ideas would you have that could further expand, the Best Buddies program in your school?
Well, I definitely wish that our chapter could grow because it is small. and we haven't gotten very many new members while we've been while we've been trying to grow. It's a conflict with sports and after-school activities. A lot of people want to come, express interest, but then they're not